The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well, and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, there's a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started to drive back to pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
are, and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at him.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bilal Nichols. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The Raiders come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week has been a challenge thus far.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. Mahomes now on first down.
Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To Valdes-Scantling over the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and goal. Mahomes got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. Not about right there. He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
From the 24, Carr looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Carr on the bootleg.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now a play fake. Carr steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Running the slant, Gray with it.
Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that.
We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On first down, Mahomes looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Mahomes again.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And some space here.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 74 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
First down now, but then clock rolling.
Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Mahomes will throw.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want in the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Carr.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on that one. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Carr.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr keeps it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Carr to throw.
Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And he got it! The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And they